Heyo, Ricardo Crafts here. So I have this thing that was originally going to be a book holster that I'm working on. The idea was that it would sit in like this, and then it's going to have straps coming up to the top. But I was just playing around with designs. It started out with these two, and I just, these paper mock-ups, and I was playing around with the designs. One was square, one is square, and then one is rounded, and I didn't like the rounded once I made it, so now I'm going to turn it into a leather belt pouch. And it's all for a Ren Fair costume, so that's why I'm working on it. This is the one that's going to be made into the belt pouch, and I like this design a lot better. I think it sits a lot more firmly, so I'm going to be making that in a future video coming up. But this is going to be a pouch. The idea is I'm going to cut slits here to slot your belt through, and then attach a flap that goes over top, and that'll be it. Okay, so before I get into actually like attaching stuff, let me just go over the measurements. So this is a 7" by 8". It wraps around it's one solid square. So it's a 7 by 8 square with 2 by 3 by 2 squares on the side, and it's just sewn together like that, just pinched together and sewn. The sides are open, so it's not really gonna hold tiny items, I guess, because they could fall out, but like big stuff, I guess, will fit. Okay, so I got some veg tan leather. I'm just gonna cut a 4 by 7 square and then to be the flap, and then cut it from there. Okay, so now on the edge I'm gonna give it about a 1/4 inch for a seam so it can attach that about that much. Okay, so now I have a line at a 1/4 inch showing where my stitches are going to go. Now I'm going to go another 1/4 inch showing where the edge is going to be. Okay, so now I have two lines. One line is where the stitches are going to be, and then the top line here is where it's going to line up to the pouch. So it's going to line up with that top edge, and it's going to be about that much worth of a hinge. Okay, so now I got these binder clips holding it together, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it like this to where I can see into it, and I'm going to take this hole punch and I'm going to punch my stitch marks all into it. Okay, I did that. I didn't film it because it was bouncing the camera around, but I got the stitches on both sides. It kind of drifted a little bit on this, but it's fine. Okay, so for sewing thread, I'm going to use this stuff. It's button and carpet. So it's not as thick as the usual kind of leather stuff, but I find this to work pretty well. That's what I used here. And as you can see, I don't use any kind of fancy leather stitches like the saddle stitch and stuff. I just use whatever this is called. So nothing fancy. Okay, there we go. So now it's stitched along there and can fold over. So now I just gotta cut the slits for the inside and then figure out a way to close this. Actually, first, for the sake of design, I'm gonna round this off so that it goes in kind of a circle from corner to corner. Okay, so there we go. I freehanded it. It'd be easier if you use like some kind of, you know, like a bowl maybe would work to get it perfectly round, but I don't care. It's meant to be functional, not pretty. Okay, now let's slit these cuts. Cut these slits. Whatever I'm trying to say. Okay, so now I got those, as you can see, a belt or whatever can fit through here perfect, and it'll sit like that. Okay, now I just need to figure out how to close this. Okay, now I have this as the final result. It closes like that, and then this goes right through there. I got a curly end so it goes in easier, but there we have it. A belt pouch. Now I just gotta stain it. Okay, I'm gonna use this dark brown leather dye. It doesn't come out as dark as it looks when you put it on evenly. There it is. It's all stained up. It's still very wet, so it's still dark. It'll lighten up over time, and it'll kind of harden up a little bit too, so it won't be as soft. But there it is. A finished pouch. And now here's some photos of the final results. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.